Alright guys, that's going to bring it in today's episode. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for watching. Which one of these cars was your favorite? Maybe it was even the Blazer. If it's the Blazer, that's okay. Let me know. This has been kind of like family cars through the ages. Maybe the theme was a bit of a stretch, but you know what? It works. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Alright, cool. That's a wrap. What's up guys? It's me, AJ. So, today we're going to be doing something a little different. I just finished filming a video, as you see, and I wanted to show y'all what it looks like after I'm done filming a video and how I prepare for the next one. So let's go behind the scenes at BLWA Diecast. Alright, so I have the camera in 0.5 here just so you can see a little bit better. First, I'll kind of give you a layout of my filming area. I have this kind of like a dresser right here. This is the side where I film. This is kind of some of my display stuff. Of course, we have my microphone. It's a newer microphone that I kind of just started using. This is my light. Typically, one of the first things I do is unplug the light from this portable charger, and I'll hang up this through there just so it's not kind of like dangling on the floor. And next thing I usually do is unplug the microphone, but obviously we're not going to do that. So sometimes I'll kind of just have these sit on the desk for a few days. But what I'll do is I'll add them to the collection officially, and I'll show you how I do that. Alright, I went ahead and got my tripod set up so I didn't have to hold my phone manually the entire time. I'll go to this drawer right here. I'll get out these index cards and this pen. Do it one-handed. And I'll add them to the collection by writing them in. And I do have like a spreadsheet I use, but I don't count it as an official edition until it goes on this paper right here. I have all 300 and something cars on in these index cards. And another thing that I do that I never really talk about is I don't necessarily always add every car I unbox to the collection. I usually do, but for this particular video, I'm only adding the Volkswagen. I was very disappointed with this casting. It's just not that good, and the ride thing is just what ruined it for me. If they put a little bit more effort into it, I feel like I would have probably kept it, added it to the official collection. But it's going to go into the unofficial collection. Toyota Hilux is not going to the collection just because it's like I don't have them where I live, so I'm not really going to add it to the collection because I would never display it. I would never take pictures of it. I would never really use it. This, I'm unsure about adding to the collection. I may not quite sure, so I'll just address that later. But for the intents of this video, we're going to add this. So, I'll go ahead and write it in. Volkswagen ID. Is it all caps on Buzz? It is indeed. And I put the color. We're going to call this, it's not quite a lime green, and it's not like a lemon yellow. So we're going to call this citrus yellow. I always put the official color if it's provided. Sometimes I'll go in a deep dive and find the name of the factory color, but not today. So this car is officially part of the collection. Like I said, these are not, and I'll address the Blazer later. So next, what I do, well, sometimes. So like I said, sometimes I kind of display them for a while, but what I'm going to do in this case is we're going to put this into the collection. I have these organized by kind of like brand, I guess, and how many I have of them. So this bottom one, these are all like the cars I only have one of. Like I only have one Pininfarina, one Volvo, one Holden, one Koenigsegg, and we get more because I have 5 or 6 McLarens. Volkswagen, I believe, is in the next one. Yes, let's see. It's in here somewhere. Here it is. Volkswagen. I'll add that to the collection. And what I'll typically do during this stage is any cars I took out for like props, kind of. Like when I displayed this Dodge or when I displayed the other ID Buzz. Where is it? Right here. I'll put them back as well. So I'll go ahead and put this over here. And this Dodge can go right here. And just for funsies, I'll show you this one. This is Porsches, Chevys, and Fords. Okay, so next, or I guess kind of in the same vein, I will take like these, if I took out any of these or any of that kind of prop stuff, which I thought I did. Oh, I guess I already put it back. I did. But this is a new one, so I'll go store this over here. Forgot the microphone. I'll go store this over here. I believe the Impala one is the one I used for a prop in this video. Go put it right here on this little display shelf I have. We have another little display shelf here, another one up here. And this is the unofficial collection right here. So that's where we can go ahead and put them there now. I'll leave the Chevy out. Like I said, it's undetermined. But we'll put those up here. And, oh, the corner car. I'll go ahead and... The corner car is always a car from the previous unboxing video, more or less. So I'll let you in on a little secret there. So we'll put this Ferrari back with Ferraris. I only have like 5 Ferraris, but I keep them in here just because there's not really room in any of the other ones right now. Because, you know, like I said, it's usually based on how many I have. And obviously I have way more Dodges than Ferraris. But that's just kind of how it is for now. Next, what I'll do is throw away this. And I usually keep the moving parts boxes. But I'm going to be real with y'all. The Volkswagen and the Chevy, like the first Chevy, the Chevy wagon, was filmed like a week before I did the Toyota and the other Chevy. I just kind of like lost motivation. I went and did something or something, just never got around to it until today, which is like a week after. So somewhere in between, the box got thrown away. It's not by me. I guess maybe somebody saw it and threw it away. I really don't know. Maybe it's like under my bed or something. But I'll probably just throw this away if I can't find the box, because I'm not going to keep that if I don't have the box for it. So I'll throw these away. I'm not going to do it right now because we're, filming this video. But that would be the next step. I am going to keep this box. I'm not going to keep the paper, but I'll keep this at least for a little while. Just because it's kind of a novelty, like I said. And then some more general kind of not video stuff. I usually keep my water off to the side right here. Between takes, I'll grab a sip. It's not always this Stanley. I just got this Stanley. I usually have like just a random like water bottle, not necessarily a plastic one, but like a different kind of metal bottle. Here is kind of an overview of the set. We have my yo-yos, this little wooden box, which I keep like, I think electrical cords in, and like small screwdrivers. Yeah. Turntable, don't always use it. This is just kind of some random stuff I keep off to the side there. And then some other kind of behind the scenes stuff. Down here is, I keep these for trash bags. But down here is a lot of the cases that I have, like the acrylic cases, some other boxes, and some other stuff. You can see all, can't really see it, but you can see it now. That's all the Matchbox moving parts I have, all the boxes. I also keep repeat cards in here, cars that people got me that I already had. I don't ever buy 2 of the same car on purpose because I just think that's wrong. You're taking it away from other people. But those are all ones that I've been given that I already have, like I said. All the other drawers in this are not car/channel related. Over in this drawer, kind of on the other side of my room, is all the cars I have to unbox, as well as some acrylic cases. So we got a bunch of stuff in here right now. Might film another video today, not quite sure, maybe. But yeah, that's all the cars I have waiting for future videos. Okay, for this next section of the video, I'll show you how I decide what I'm going to do for the next video. So I have this drawer right here. It's a little out of frame, but I showed it to you just a minute ago. I'll take out every single car that I have. Like so, and I'll kind of make connections between them. So I've already kind of done this, but I'll kind of walk you through kind of what I do. So I see, like, okay, here's some luxury cars. The Soda's also kind of a luxury brand, so maybe we could do some kind of a luxury car thing, right? And then we have Cadillac. Cadillac's another luxury brand. I have a Lexus right here, so maybe I could work something with that. Maybe these are all kind of luxury, so I'll put these over here. This is another luxury brand right here, another Cadillac. A lot of luxury going on. Here's a sports car. And, okay, we have another sports car, the Honda Civic Type R. And we have all 3 of these, which are really big supercars right here. So, actually, these will probably stay as a supercar unboxing. And that leaves this, which we could probably make work right here. So, let's put these off to the side. We can deal with these later. I want to look at these. kind of see the tripod, but hey, that's okay because this is a behind the scenes video. So I'm kind of trying to think, what could I do here with all these cars? Okay, so as I'm looking at them, I kind of see something forming with how already are they are. I don't even need to change them up because right here we can have classic American luxury with the DeSoto, the Buick, and the AMC. And then we could have luxury through the ages right here with a 60s Cadillac, a 90s Lexus, and a 20s Cadillac. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And for the next one, for literally the next video, I think I'm going to do these. So I'll go ahead and I'll grab these out and I'll show you all what I do to prepare for a video. Okay, so what I do next is I'll typically come right here to the main filming area, set up these cars, and I'll move out this way. And usually what I do is I get this pad of sticky notes. You can see I have the ones from the previous video here. You can see I wrote nothing for the Hilux because like I said in the video, it's kind of hard to find good information with there being so many options. But I'll take a new sheet and I'll kind of mark it off and write the facts, the engine size, the horsepower, any other kind of, usually it's just kind of power figures and like original price and then price adjusted for inflation, just to give, kind of some context for these vehicles. And that's pretty much all I do. And then I'll kind of, I kind of set them up like this and do the intro. But I think that's pretty much it, guys. I think that's a complete look at behind the scenes at BLWA Diecast. If I miss anything important, I'll add in a clip somewhere. But yeah, thank y'all for joining me. I'll tell you what, having a YouTube channel is not as easy as you'd think. You think it's super simple, but I didn't even show you editing. Editing videos takes hours. My videos are only like 15 minutes long, and it can take, maybe 2 to 3 hours to edit a video, which doesn't sound like much, but, I'm a senior in high school. I have 2 jobs. It adds up, and it can be hard to find time sometimes. So that's why sometimes it takes me a really long time to make videos. But it is a lot of work. So I really appreciate all the support. Closing in on 600 subscribers. It's amazing. I never thought it would launch this far. When I first started the channel, it was just kind of like not a joke, but it was just kind of like a for fun thing that I could show to like my friends and family. Just like, hey, look what I did when I was bored over the summer. And it really just kind of, I'm not going to say it exploded, but it really launched into something bigger than I ever thought it would be. So I thought I would give y'all a treat and show y'all where the magic is made and how it's all done. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.